Welcome to See Me Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nikki Tay.
And today we're reviewing the Netflix original movie, Extraction.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. This is how you go to, is it this big? Like this? Directed by Sam Hargrave and starring Chris Hemsworth, the Extraction film on Netflix is a thrill ride.
Yeah.
I could call it a thrill ride. The first movie it instantly reminded me of was John Wick, without the cachet of being like a spy assassin movie, because he was a merc, right? It's rough, it's gristle. You know, you get Captain America. See, I'm making a joke here. With a gun. that's really what we get. It was good seeing Chris Hemsworth do something other than Thor. I know he has done a lot of other movies besides anything related to the Avengers. But I always like to see those guys step out of their mainstream characters, right? Like when I see Robert Downey Jr. do something that's not Iron Man, I'm like, oh, look at him. Look at him doing stuff again. And just for Chris, this was another good movie for his resume. I felt, especially with it being so action-oriented, which I can't name too many movies that are just action, just straight action that he's done recently. Thinking about like Men in Black International, which was god-awful. And I can't think of what else. Bad Times at El Royale,
yeah.
which was okay. So this was a nice new movie.
Listening to you talk, I already feel like you might like this movie a tad bit more than I do. This movie was a thrill ride. It was action-packed. It gives you a John Wick feel, but very, very far off feel. Like, I don't even want to... Like, they still like, it's still John Wick.
They had the gun fu.
But the movie, action-wise, was solid. It was solid. But I feel like what made this movie not as good as I probably want to be was the story, right? But...
So him going to save the kid from the drug lord who was a rival with his dad's drug lord, and you know he already kind of didn't care if he lived or died.
Yeah.
That one a good story?
Nah, I can think of better drug-oriented stories. Give me Sicario, give me
Don't do that. Don't do that.
There's other drug-related movies out there.
That's purely action.
No.
Okay, yeah, keep it in the jar. Don't.
Sicario is action thriller though. It ain't
that thriller gives it a lot of sauce.
It does. But this movie is action packed. It was a really, really good action movie, especially during these times that we're going through. You definitely can get a movie like this and say I enjoyed it from beginning to end, action-wise.
You can definitely tell that this movie benefits from the writing and story of the Russo brothers. I feel like they are just magic now. Anything they touch gets that, added, oh my God, this is really good kind of feel. And Extraction definitely feels slightly low budgeted, but greatly executed on the money that they have. You're not getting the over-top CGI productions, but you are getting, a little bit Michael Bay-ish without it being cheesy. And I appreciate that in an action movie. Great job.
Let me say this. Usually what makes a really, really good action movie is the character that we follow, right? When you think of any of your favorite action movies, it's always usually led by a character, whether it be male or woman or other. And this movie, to me, I feel like benefited more off of actually the cinematography more than it did Chris Hemsworth. Not saying that he did a bad job. He was what he was, but to me, it wasn't him that pushed this forward. It was all of the stuff happening around him. I think that he was highlighted by the cinematography versus him highlighting the cinematography, in my personal opinion. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I do want to highlight the fact that I want to give praise to the director and the cinematographer, because I feel like they were the star of this action hero movie.
Yeah, I would also add in the choreographer. I thought the fight scenes were masterfully done, fluid, and interesting.
And they felt real.
They felt real.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of them too. Like by the end, I had got enough action to be satisfied. I was just like, the movie can end right here and I wouldn't want it anymore. So good job. In conclusion, for me, Extraction was able to extract a 7.9. I think this movie is really good enough. I think the point you made about the story, slightly not being the best, probably why it keeps it from being in the 8 realm.
Yeah.
But 7.9 is a very strong movie. And it is something I would not be too mad to watch again. It is definitely something Chris Hemsworth can tell as being on his resume. So Two thumbs, kinda up.
I think the first question you gotta ask, is this movie worth seeing? And it is. It is a movie that is on Netflix. You should already have it, or have somebody's password. And you can definitely watch this movie. You can turn this on and you will be entertained. And I think at the highest compliment that you can give a movie, in my opinion, is that you were thoroughly entertained. And I was.
Highest compliment would be an Oscar, but
That's fact. I'm more referring to words. I would say that this movie, for me,
Oscar award.
is a 7.2. I think that...
Keep going.
Let me get there. I think that the action was highly enjoyable, but the rest of the movie wasn't. It wasn't nothing there. It wasn't nothing there.
What you want?
I want a better story. It wasn't nothing there.
The story.
It wasn't nothing there. I'm just saying, it wasn't nothing there. I don't even remember the little kid's name. He could have literally not been in the movie, and I would have still gave it a 7.2.
Can we blame that on having seen it a few days ago?
No, I'm not blaming it on that, because there are other movies that I can think of and everything coming to me. This movie doesn't have that. Like, the movie could have literally been without nothing, and I still would have been like, oh, this was a pretty decent movie.
I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but okay.
That is how I feel about this movie. I do think it's worth watching. I do believe that it's really action-packed.
That completes the review for the movie Extraction on Netflix. If you're at home with nothing else to do before the lockdown is fully lifted, take a look. It is not a bad movie. We both enjoyed it. We both enjoyed the action specifically.
Absolutely.
And that's what the world needs. The world just needs more action movies. Bring the 90s back. Bring the 90s back in terms of action. That's all I want back. Everything else has exceeded the 90s in every way. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you felt about the movie and other films on our channel. Hit the notification bell if you like everything that we're doing here. And as always, don't forget, you've seen it here.